Hello everyone.
In fact, they're the only ones who can get cheerleaders.
Teamwork for, I think, given the number of founders, number of people who are, working in companies, the real question for all of us is, how do you build institutional strength? But really, it's empathy. It's empathy, not, you can have empathy, by the way, looking at log files, right? You look at a log file and you say somebody's struggling with something, and I can build a better product for them.
What do you see as the role of semiconductors, which were seen as like, hey, it's a commodity, software has eaten the world. So where do you think the innovation is happening? These are hard problems, right?
That's right. And I think the way I always think about these systems problems is, now, 4 years from now, what's the scale of compute storage network? And what is needed? And it's that joint design. Like, that's the thing, which is you got to think about not just an ASIC, but the ASIC, the compute, the network, and all of it in its entirety. Today's knowledge work. I think we as humans have had the capacity to take new tools and reshape the work we do, the work artifact we create, and the workflow. Management layer of these agents is going to be with a UI layer that meets human and human workflow.
From a mission perspective, join the Times of India group then.
Are the best tools. And so what we're about to show you is something we created.
You give young people who want to be creative but also keep up with new technology.
So figure out what's your story and put all your passion into creating that story, and then let the world know what your story is.
You were asking me the question about, that you already feel that this TiEcon is
very
well done, right?
And one surprise after another.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, TiEcon has always been a volunteer-driven effort, but there are, for the last several TiEcons that I've been involved, Anita Manwani has made a big difference. I mean, it's not just her vision, but her flawless execution. Like, she probably outworks anybody, right?
I'm in my 20s. I have my run-of-the-mill company. I'm trying to find my founder product market fit. Yeah. In your words, what have been the perfect initial conversation? Like, if I'm coming to you, and like I have right now out of the blue, how would you have wanted that conversation to go? Because like that's the best kind of advice you could give to any prospective kind of founder out there. Like,
from my side, right, I respond to every message I get.
Yeah.
Every LinkedIn notes or like any conversation I get. But like if the conversation is like tell a little bit about what you are looking into.
Yeah.
And then see if if you start the statement with like see if there is a fit for it. The moment you come with the concluded statements, I have something that you should use it, then it takes me a long time from that point to get to figure out is it really a useful or not. It's all the ownership is on me.
First of all, ChatGPT came in around about October 2022. So if you're a company before October 2022, you are going to be a disruption because ChatGPT is second. Same thing, DeepSeek moment was January 2025. After DeepSeek came in, all the companies did not think through the model and their approach of doing reinforcement learning, flat, test type compute. They all are going to be disruptive. So I think every 2-3 months there's a new models are coming, new approach are coming.
Yeah.
What I do is, when to us is, if you're an older company, if you're in an older unicorn, you'll be disrupted. So I can do the same thing today, what companies have taken 5 years to do.
High schoolers want to turn their passions into something impactful like you did with India and GWS. Well, you have to follow your passion, but you also have to work hard. You can't be lazy. So, you have to talk to people and figure out what your direction is. And sometimes you have to just experiment and try different things. Don't be hard on yourself,
With Salesforce, when you're starting Salesforce, then Workday coming up slowly. So I felt SaaS is going to be the future and cloud is going to be the future. And of course, there's not discussions about AI yet.
Eyes on people, right? You have to find a way to hang out with the best people possible. And it's not a cliche, but you have to continuously assess them. right? You have to like what is being delivered recently, right? You need people who are hungry all the time. It's not like how tenured you are and what you did yesterday.
Think big, right? Even Vinod Khosla was sort of involved a little bit with our business and so on. And his point was, even when you're starting out, think of there's a big difference between a $0 million company and a $0 billion company.
Of course, time and money is very much related. You could run out of time and run out of money very quickly, right? So this is a ERP undertaking. So we had to build so many things. If we'll give a simple example, there is a retail experience for customers to buy car, but we also have to build vehicle inventory, parts inventory, warehousing, accounting, service, the whole thing. But the main thing was, the bigger issue was, how do you build the entire accounting stack?
To be here, AI-verse is the theme. And I know Satya was here earlier this morning talking about how AI is being shaped. We had our earnings yesterday, if you hadn't a chance to see them. It's about AI and it's about security. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Want at least one data breach in their lifetime. And many times I've been in the room when someone is going through an attack. And I can tell you, it's a very vulnerable room. Because if you're a small business and you experience an attack, you may not have a business.
Hi, I'm Disha Bandari, and today I'm here with Diana. So can you tell me a little bit about your products? So I'm founder of X Atoms, and we use AI and quantum chemistry to computationally discover new molecules of new materials which can purify water using sunlight.
And we were talking to a Thai 15 finalist.
Hi, I'm Shes, and I come from a company called as Lizer, and I'm a founding architect there. So basically what we do is that we build, our platform, on our platform, you can build AI agents using, it's a no-code platform, so you can come and build AI agents for your companies, and you can also solve your business processes, and you can build UI on top of it. So that is what we do.
That's pretty cool. And for young entrepreneurs, do you think passion or purpose is more important?
Oh, both. How can you, by the way, passion without having a purpose is kind of meaningless, but you absolutely need to be passionate about what you do. Otherwise, there's no point. It's a job.